Hello and welcome to episode 6 of Orlando Accomplice. I'm Becca.
And I'm Jake. And in this episode, we're going to be talking about all things 2025. So this is the first video of 2025.
I thought you were going to mess up then and say 2024.
No, I didn't. I didn't do it. I've not had to write it yet, though, have you?
Yeah, I've had to write it like every day at work.
Oh, I've not had to write it yet, so I'm all right.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we're going to be talking about all things that are coming to Orlando in 2025. I nearly did 2025.
No!
2025. And some of our personal goals and what we're doing in 2025 as well.
Not what we're doing, like what we're looking forward to in Orlando in 2025. Yeah. You don't want to know that we're going for a bloody hike around the Yorkshire Dales in 2025. Like, that's not why you're here.
Yeah. So just as a quick disclaimer, this is adult-friendly podcast.
We need to reword this.
I know we
because...
do. It sounds rudy-doody, doesn't it?
Yeah, rudy-doody.
But it just means that we talk about things that you probably might not want your kids to listen to.
No, the topics aren't bad.
The
language might go off course.
Yeah, which we've been doing pretty well at keeping fairly clean. But some of them slip out. Also, as we mentioned, we are Orlando Accomplice, so we are creators and we create things like podcasts like this one. We do short form content over on Instagram and TikTok, so go and follow us there. And we also put photos that we take in the parks and around Orlando on Instagram too.
So if you're a theme park nerd or an Orlando nerd, hit us up, give us a follow at Orlando Accomplice across everything.
And if you listen to his podcasts on Spotify, Apple Podcasts and all that stuff, we also film the podcasts. So hello to everyone that is on YouTube, and yeah, hi. You can see all the cool stuff we get up to. So that's pretty much it for the disclaimer. As always, we always start with a drink, but as it is 124 days until we go to Orlando.
Something like that.
We're trying to get back on the diet. Not
the diet, we just... don't know what that was. Sorry. But we're just reining in the drink a little bit.
Yeah.
Neatening things up, moving our bodies, being health or safe.
Stuff.
Yeah.
So today we have...
Stafflets flats. Just a Coke Zero.
But it's very crisp and cold.
Honestly. Yeah. Like, wait. Yeah, I have to do that. Like, I can't open a Coke, or I can, without tapping it before. Right, you ready? Listen. I hope that sounds good. Cheers to 2025.
All right, let's go. Refreshing. So things happening in 2025. Starting off we've just done the major theme parks, so we've just done Disney and Universal.
Yeah.
We're not really that clued up on SeaWorld and stuff like that, but it is on the list at some point because we have heard the rides which are really, really good at SeaWorld.
Maybe in 2026.
Yeah, maybe.
After Epic's open, but this time there's not enough days in the holiday to get it done.
And that's how I'm kind of feeling about 2025, or just Orlando in general, is that it's getting to the point where you're going to have to start making choices, like really big choices.
I know, I'd sacrifice.
Yeah. So starting off in Disney, we're going to start off in Epcot.
Yeah.
So
Potty Eps.
Starting in spring, it'll be Test Track's revamp.
Is it actually opening in spring? Or is the no?
So it's shut now.
Yeah, but I thought it was like a year-long reno.
I bet it's been almost that long.
Really?
It wasn't open
I've got a really runny nose today.
It wasn't open in October.
Okay.
It was open in
I feel
January.
like it just... I'm spilling pib all over myself.
That's why I was reluctant to wear a white t-shirt. But yeah. So yeah, it will open in spring.
You can hold him to that. I've not double-checked the dates on that, but I feel like it's longer.
No, it will open in spring, but what's spring till April?
April, May.
Yeah. So, and it is by General Motors that are doing the revamp, which I think they own Chevrolet anyway. I'm not entirely sure. But I don't think it's going to be majorly different.
I've heard rumours that it's kind of going back to its roots of
Oh, really?
What did it used to be called now? I don't know, but it was kind of more naturey.
All right. Yeah, some of the photos I've seen are actually like quite naturey. But then I've also heard that it is centered around electric vehicles.
Naturey future.
Yeah.
But I'm not there's some diehard test track fans out there.
I think there should be an option to skip the build the car bit.
Oh my god, yeah, because that's so long.
And I don't actually understand how that works.
It's funny.
It is funny. You can make some funny cars, but I don't actually think it affects the ride at all.
It's just to keep you entertained. Where like Guardians, for example, there's a pre-show before a pre-show. It's to kind of filter down the queue.
Yeah, true.
Without you just being stood for.
And I guess if it doesn't affect the queue, the ride, which I don't think it does affect the ride, but if it doesn't, it's very smart Disney's point of view because it makes you go back because you think, oh, next time I'll change this on my car.
Yeah, and you're on a leaderboard.
Yeah. But
so
then how
it
much
does put into the ride, but I don't think it makes any sense.
Yeah, same.
Moving on.
I don't think that'll be too different. One of the best stories though from Test Track is when we were that guy. Yeah.
They can't see that on the camera. That's how low down it was.
So it's rows of 3, and obviously we're a 2. So we had like this one guy next to it, and he didn't speak to us at all really. Like he said hello when we first got into the car because it was always a bit awkward when you sit next to someone on the right.
Because it's a row of 3 on Test Track.
So like we're in it together, and then this guy sat next to me, and like he said hello to me and that when we got in the car. He sounded Dutch.
Okay.
Like a Dutch British accent.
Okay.
Well, not Dutch English speaking. And then as we went round, he was just like, I think when we got out, he went, "That was good, that wasn't it?" Like, yeah. And then when we got to see the photo at the end, he just like had gone round. I don't know if you can see this on the camera.
This.
And just put 2 fingers up.
Not
but
like this.
It wasn't like by his face. It was like down here.
Like angled so low.
By his waist.
I'm trying to get it right into the corner.
So he must have been a Test Track advocate. But yeah, moving on to the next thing is Spaceship Earth's Lounge.
I'm looking forward to that.
That's opening in spring as well.
But, right. Again, I've not looked into this one. Where is it?
It's in the ball.
It can't be in the ball because in the ball is the ride.
But it's in with air somewhere.
Can't be in the ball.
Yeah. But then you wouldn't have really known, but did have construction walls outside. Are you going to Google it?
No.
Yeah.
I'm getting up the concept art. What's it called? Spaceship Earth.
Yeah. Spaceship Earth Lounge. But yeah, we'll insert it on the screen if you're watching on YouTube.
Because I'm sure on the photo when I looked, you could see Spaceship Earth from sat in the lounge.
As in you could see the ball?
Yes.
Okay.
No, I've made it up.
Yeah. So there's just a big window, but I don't know where the window looks out to. Or even if it is a window, if it's a screen.
I know what I thought I saw. It's not Spaceship Earth, it's the bloody purple dragon house.
Alright, yeah. Alright, so that's what it looks out onto then, yeah. So
we'll insert the picture here, but it looks very elegant. Where you can go and get more cocktails in the theme park of cocktails.
Very true. That was like my point, is that like, does it need like a lounge?
Yes, because where else can you go in Epcot that's a bit more?
I guess so. Like, if you want to have a sit down and get a water and do that, there's only really.
I ain't getting a water in there. My guy's got a cocktail shaker in his
Not
hand.
in here, I just meant in Epcot in general. If you want to have a sit down and have a rest, there's not that many spots to kind of go to, I guess. Like, you either go to the bit where. What's it called? I want to say the Imagination Pavilion, but it's not that. It's the bit near. you come out of Xandar, and then you go towards...
Club Cool and not Club Cool. There's there is a...
There's that one there.
Well, the shop is Connections and Starbucks and that
There's Connections.
Yeah.
Which is another option to go to Connections, which I actually rate Connections. I think it's pretty good.
We're getting very off course. This is going to be a very long episode.
It's informative.
Okay.
Yeah. You throw me off my train of thought.
Sorry.
Yeah, about
where to sit.
Where to sit. So I guess it's a bit more upscale than them other places. And then there's that restaurant which has got the bar. What's it called? The spacey one.
Space 220.
That one.
Well, my thought process is, judging on the concept art, there is not a child in sight on this concept art. So is this going to be an adult-only lounge?
I don't think they could do that.
I
think it'd work.
I think they could.
I think.
In Epcot, nowhere else.
But yeah, I think Disney's
How many drunken adults do you see roaming around with fellow other drunken adults and no children in Epcot?
I think in terms of like Disney's like policy on inclusion, that's the word, and stuff like that. I don't think they'd do it.
Well, they've not been very inclusive on the concept art then. There's not a child there.
Well, but yeah, probably.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. So yeah, that opens in spring. So moving on to Hollywood Studios is the Little Mermaid show, which is open in summer, which is in the place near the Num Num Cookie.
No one... If you don't know where the Num Num Cookie is, you're not going to find it. Yeah, sorry.
But I do like the Num Num Cookie, and I would be definitely having one of them this year. And then...
Breezing over that one.
Yeah, I'm not really that bothered about Little Mermaid show.
It might be cute.
It probably will, but it'd probably be a good show if it's new.
I think it's... I don't know if it's revamped, actually, because I'm pretty sure there used to be one before.
Yeah.
And there's also, this one I am excited for, the Disney Villains show.
Yeah, that'll be good.
Yeah. So that's where the Cars show previously used to be. We've never seen that either.
We was going to actually watch it this time, but we ended up having to blast through Hollywood Studios.
Decided to go and Rip Ride Rocket instead. Rip Ride Rocket. I do it every time.
Rockin'
Roller Coaster. I get them too confused. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that one.
Yeah, I think that'll be really good.
But I think it'll be very, very popular.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it will be.
Yeah.
Which I guess that's kind of setting the tone for the villains. Did they announce a Villains Land at Disney?
No,
23?
but there's Beyond Big Thunder.
Which is Cars, isn't it?
Yeah. And then I think there's Land TBC.
Yeah. Yeah, I think this will be their testing the water.
Well, we'll see how... I think they might wait to see the response at Epic with their Dark Universe.
Very true. Very true.
See how people like it. But that is it we've got for the major updates at Hollywood Studios. Moving on to Magic Kingdom.
Yeah. So Tom Sawyer's Island will be closing this year. So if you don't know, that is you get the Liberty Bell over.
Or you can get the little raft thing.
Yeah.
The little raft thing.
So that'll be closing this year. So I'm not entirely sure. Oh, it's to build cars. So it'll be in the revamp of that, which has already started by the sounds of things.
Yeah.
Which also comes to my other point is that Big Thunder is down till 2026.
Is that about that one?
Yeah. Which Big Thunder for us, because we've been to the one in Paris, and we find that one's the best Big Thunder out of the two.
It is.
We didn't really like it. Kind of not ruined, but we didn't really get the same thing out of.
You've got to ride it in the back row. If you don't ride it in the back row, it's just it.
And the first time we went to Magic Kingdom was after a full day at Universal, and this was the first time that we'd ever been. And we just got on that ride, and it was the first ride we'd done, and we just went, "Is that it?"
No, that wasn't it. That wasn't it. That was Seven Dwarfs Mine Train.
I swear it was Big Thunder.
No, we got off Seven Dwarfs because we didn't get to go on it on our first trip, and the second trip we went on it.
Yeah, but On the first trip.
All this anticipation. Yeah, and we'd gone from going from Universal to there.
Because we didn't do Velocicoaster first trip, did we? Either.
No.
Because we were scared.
Yeah.
Scaredy cats.
So yeah, we got on, and it's literally the shortest. When you're seeing it from the outside, and people whiz around that outside corner, you're like, oh yeah, cute, and like the carriages swing. But you we were in this cart, and the cart behind us, there were some adults as well, and they were like, we went, is that it? And they went, well, that won't worth 90 minutes. I mean, we're not the target audience, so I totally understand, but I'm not queuing for Seven Dwarfs Mine Train for that.
Mm-hmm. But like for little ones, if you want to get like first coasters and stuff for kids, it's so worth it.
Yeah.
Next thing is Astro Orbiter is down till after summer.
Yeah. After summer.
Yeah, so that's what, August.
Yeah. If you don't know what that is the big, tall, spiky, shiny, spinny thing in Tomorrowland.
Which is good for seeing the castle at night.
Yeah, it is. You get some nice views up there, but it is essentially a Dumbo spinny round ride, but you get to control up and down.
And you've got to get like a lift or elevator.
It's very high up
to the top of it, and that just takes so long to wait for.
Yeah, and it's snug
it's
in there.
pretty tight.
It's like getting in a really, really, really small bath.
I thought you meant the elevator. Yeah, the ride is.
The ride is small because, like, I had to sit between his legs and his knees are like up to my ears.
It was tight in there. And then Hall of Presidents is closed for a refurb. So I don't know if this is. When I saw it was closed for a refurb, I think it's only short. But then I don't know if it's because of Trump in terms of putting him in.
Or maybe, I don't know. We sound like we've done nothing, but again, I've never been in. I've never.
We
seen
should probably
that.
do that. That's probably one of the things I'd actually like to do.
Well, you can go on your own.
Yeah. Me and my dad can go.
I'll go get some popcorn or a pickle. I'll go get a pickle because that's right next door.
Something that you might like to do is the Starlight Parade, which opens in summer.
Yay!
So this is a nighttime parade. And at first, when I read it, I thought it was going to be like the boats that are on.
No, it's
outside.
Twinkly, lots of twinkly fairy lights.
Lots of twinkles on. It goes down Main Street, so it is actually like a float parade.
It's a full-blown parade. It's just everybody dressed up in head-to-toe fairy lights.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not selling it. No, it does look very pretty. Surprised it's starting in summer, though, because...
Yeah. And because of how that went when it gets dark.
Yeah.
So that's the thing I do find about probably more Universal than Disney. I mean, in summer it's open longer, but then I find that in the summer you don't really get that much time in the dark, which like I think it's like pretty cool in the dark.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Hollywood
Studios at sunset.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Oh yeah. So yeah, that's in summer. And then last thing is the Pirates of the Caribbean Tavern, which opens in winter, so we'll probably miss this one.
Yeah.
And what I've read is that it's similar to Ogre's Cantina in Galaxy's Edge. So how that works is that you can't like reserve a spot, you just go and you got like a certain amount of time. You stand where
is it one or two drinks you can have and then
something,
I thought you meant it was similar in terms of an animatronic DJ.
No, well, it'll probably have an animatronic pirate.
Well, on the concept art,
DJ.
again, I'll insert it here if we can find it. There'll be pirates roaming around. Mm-hmm. So if you like pirates.
And I've wrote on my notes here, does that mean is that the first bar in Magic Kingdom?
Oh, it's a tavern, yes.
So it's not just to sit down.
I don't know.
So are things changing?
No, they won't do that. It was Walt's desire. Wish.
Yeah. So
He'll be turning in his ice incubator.
Underneath the castle. Yes, that's everything that's in Magic Kingdom.
Sorry.
Animal Kingdom now. So
Zootopia!
Which I'm actually really looking forward to. But we didn't actually watch Zootopia until last year.
I thought it was literally like beyond small children. I thought it was for really, really young kids. So.
I thought it like Bluey.
Yeah, Bluey vibes. So we just didn't watch it, and then it's really cute, actually.
Yeah, it's really good film. So if you've not seen Zootopia,
so yeah, they're bringing the show to Animal Kingdom, and it will replace the Tough to Be a Bug. And again, we've never done it.
I think this is.
I promise
actually
we have done
now.
things. I swear, we've done things.
All the things.
I promise you, we've actually been to Disney World.
So yeah, I think that's ready now.
Is it?
Oh, it's close to being ready. It's Tough to Be a Bug show, isn't it?
Clearly, we're very informative on this podcast.
And then it'll be the last chance to ride Dinosaur this year.
R.I.P.
But we don't actually know when it's actually going to close.
No, the land itself has shut.
Yeah.
There's just access to the ride Dinosaur at the minute. So get your rides in. Ride the back row of the car also.
And that's going to be... I think it'll be good when it's Indiana Jones because that's what it's swapping over to IP.
I love the one in Paris. It's like Mousetrap.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Honestly, I thought I nearly weed myself on that ride.
I didn't expect it, and then that fucking loop came.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? But yeah.
Because it's all like dead compact. It's literally like Mousetrap. So you don't see the loop from the outside. And it's dead, like you whipped around. It gives whiplash.
Yeah. So that is that. Becky actually looked on the app it was yesterday, wasn't it? And like they've just greened over all of. It's like the worst copy and paste jobby of all the trees over all of Dino Land, and then they've just like I say, the ride's still there. So we don't know when that's going to close, but if you've not ridden it before, it's your last chance to really know. Which it is a really good ride.
I promise you, we've been on that.
Yeah, we've been on that many times. Which first trip was like, I'm not bothered about dinosaurs.
I know, and then we'll go on it, and then we're like, oh my god, that was so much fun.
Hot take, it's probably, I'm going to say the best ride in Animal Kingdom.
Are you joking?
But Everest
no. But then
for me.
people are, exactly, Everest, but then some people would argue Flight of Passage.
Yeah, it's pretty.
I like it, the technology's cool.
Wait, I don't never find dinosaurs super long wait.
No, because it's not.
And it's inside. Yeah, so last thing is Calais River Rapids reopens in March after maintenance, which it's cold, so no one's riding that anyway. So that's when they've done the routine maintenance for that. So that's everything for Disney that's been announced and stuff. And then moving on to Universal. So let's just get the big one out of the way.
The elephant in the room.
The elephant in the room. Epic is opening.
Dun, dun, dun.
In
22nd of May.
So that's 126 days.
Official opening is the 22nd of May, but obviously there will be press and influencer previews and team member previews and annual pass holder previews. So that's yet to be announced when all that is, but I'm guessing that'll be the month before.
I think it'll be the start of the month. I think it'll be 2 weeks before it opens.
Do you think?
Yeah.
I reckon it'll be back end of April.
I think because of how much they've sold tickets, which we still need to check if there's tickets in September actually. But because of how well the tickets went, I don't think they need a massive lead up of like pre.
They still do to keep the atmosphere up.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
But yeah, so when
all that comes out, I'm going to be kind of like blinkers on. I want to see it, but I don't want to ruin rides for myself and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm going to avoid all of YouTube, I think, until we actually go.
No, because I want the excitement of like, oh my God, look at it.
But then I want to do it for the first time and not.
Yeah, but then like.
You can watch it.
We've got so much. That park is absolutely massive.
I guess that you need to know how to
what you want to prioritise
yeah.
because you're not going to get it all done.
Yeah.
And where the tickets are at the minute, you can only buy a pass for Universal's theme parks with 1 day at Epic Universe.
So you could do a multi-day 3. I think 3 is the limit. the lowest tickets. You could do a 3-day with 1-day Epic if you really wanted to go this granular with it, and then just keep doing that in like groups of 3. So for those listening who don't know what Epic is, which like because we were so invested in it, we've kind of known what it is for a long time. And then there's like quite a lot of YouTube channels that are dedicated to kind of showing what's happening with Epic, which is crazy really, because they've got like drone shots, they've got like planning permission, and they've like managed to find out so much stuff,
like,
haven't they?
Crazy. People have even, I remember watching this, the suppliers for the roller coasters, they'd managed to see the parts overseas with the serial numbers on that matched the documents that went with that planning permission for that ride, and absolutely wild, the sleuths.
Yeah, they've smashed it.
Yeah.
And like for us who have been like, there's people who I work with who like they only just found out about Epic Universe when they had the full trailer thing.
Yeah.
Or like there's like a video that was on Twitter maybe 3 months ago or so, and it was like these dragons flying in the sky where they're testing for one of the lands, and they've shared me that, and it's like that's all they've kind of seen.
Yeah.
Whereas like I say, there's been drones in there every week by the looks of things, just scouting it out, which I'm really surprised that they've not actually done anything about. But I guess for them, they can't really do anything, and it creates hype, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. So big up Bioreconstruct for
yeah, because he's been smashed.
Honestly like that, and is it Theme Parks Stop?
Yeah, they're the one that like kind of compiles it and explains
great YouTube channel.
So yeah, go and subscribe to them.
But if you don't know what entails at Epic Universe, there are new lands that are coming. So we have Dark Universe, which is Universal's classic monsters, so Frankenstein, Dracula, werewolf, all of that. I'm very excited for that one. And then we have Harry Potter,
which is
the Ministry of Magic,
which is based around the French
Ministry.
It's not even the Ministry.
No, the French.
The French like streets and stuff from Fantastic Beasts, and I think because they cancelled the films because it was meant to be a 5-part like
I was going to say trilogy. Why can't we speak
film
today?
series? They cancelled it after the third one. So I think because of that, it kind of changed Universal's mind. So then it's gone from it's that and the British Ministry of Magic, which I understand why they did it, but then I don't understand.
Well, you're travelling by flue powder,
I guess
aren't you?
Yeah.
So it works.
A long way, aren't you?
But judging from Bioreconstruct's aerial views, that is good. It looks tight. I mean, Diagon Alley is tight.
Yeah, that is tight.
Anyway, but I mean, it doesn't feel too bad when you're in it unless the entire of the theme park is in that alley.
Yeah. Which I think most of the time that it's not, like it's pretty manageable. Even when it's been absolutely rammed, it's been fairly manageable.
Yeah.
I find Hogsmeade worse.
Yeah. When you first get into that, the Coke mix. Yeah, burpees. When you first round that corner from past the land that is no more.
Lost Continent.
Yeah. And you see it and the mass of people, you almost want to back away.
Yeah.
But yeah, so there's that. There is also Super Mario.
Yep. Which I'm really excited for. And I'm glad that they've put Donkey Kong in there as well.
Yeah. That roller coaster opened in Japan.
So it opened in Japan maybe like 2 months ago.
Yeah, a month ago. Looks really good. And there is also How to Train Your Dragon.
Which I'm
with the flying
looking forward to all these. I think Harry Potter's my least favourite out of this.
Me as well. I honestly thought it'd be How to Train Your Dragon, but when we eventually got round to watching the films last year, so cute, Jake cried.
Yeah.
I love Toothless. Toothless just reminds me of Milo, yeah. And there is, of course, the central part of the theme park, which is Celestial Park with the big flagship roller coaster.
And it's about the same size as Magic Kingdom, innit? In terms of scope, which is bigger than both of the current Universal combined.
It's massive. It's going to be massive. So that my fear is like, there's that much you want to do on day one, and you get one day.
Mm-hmm.
And I know we're going twice next year, but you just don't want to miss out.
Because I mean, we're talking about this further down the line, but we're going for grand opening, and like part of me wants to really just smash it.
We just need to.
I know we need to kind of chill and take it easy, and it's going to be one of them because it's going to be like everyone's going to be wanting to do everything.
Mm-hmm.
So like I feel that even the small things are going to be busy as well. So then that the big things might not be as busy because it's all going to be like fairly balanced. If that makes sense.
We don't know the max capacity. We don't know how many opening day tickets they have sold.
Yeah.
They might have capped it. I don't know. Mm-hmm. They might have learnt from when Wizarding World first opened, and that queue was way back into City Walk, right to the other theme park. I'm hoping they've learnt crowd control techniques from then, but at the same time, they need to make the money back. They've spent millions on this theme park.
And I do think like they are pretty organised when it comes to stuff like that. And they do think about pretty much everything at Universal. Not saying that they don't at Disney, but that they do it at Universal and they do it at Disney as well.
Extremely bad days. Not bad days at Disney, but like...
hectic, would you say?
It's hectic at a theme park anyway. You're in a theme park. But what I'm trying to say is like, I've been stood there at points and I'm thinking, surely this is not legal. Like, people are stepping over push chairs to get... You know what I mean? Like...
I didn't feel like that in Florida. I felt like that in
Paris.
Just before the fireworks, that was like almost like a festival crowd.
Like people were touching chest to back, like you couldn't get through.
Where I feel like in Florida it wasn't like that. I don't know if it was because of how much space is or what it was.
But yeah, they need to make money, but the crowd management.
And it all depends if they do express as well.
These are all things to come.
Yeah.
That we'll hopefully find out soon because it's opening real soon. The hotels are starting to open up that are around it as well. So there is...
next week, something, isn't it?
I think so. Yeah. One's open later than the other. There is Stella Nova and Stella Luna, which are kind of like your Surfside Dockside. And then there is Helios Grand... Or is it Grand Helios? The big one. Yeah, the big mama. That you can sleep inside that theme park, walk out your back door, and you are there.
And it's not even that expensive.
No, like if that... I'm comparing again, but if that was in Disney World, Jesus.
Yeah, it'd be stupid money.
Yeah.
Which, like, if you were to go for... I mean, it's kind of a bit counterproductive now because it's like you can only get one day in the theme park. But if you were doing, like, even if you just did one day sleeping there and did the day you checked in and then the day you checked out.
If it works like how Hard Rock works now with Express Pass, 100%.
Even without Express Pass, I still think, like, if you're there and it's like you just go spend a full day there one day and then sleep there and then the day after you spend another full day there, I think it's worth it.
And I really want to stay there. I want to go to that rooftop bar.
Yeah. Do you have to stay there to go to the bar?
I don't know. These things we just don't know yet. Yeah. But yeah, we could spend the entire episode just talking about Epic Universe, and I'm sure the majority of you listening know what it is and have heard a lot about it already. So obviously we won't go into the nitty-gritty of it, but we are very excited. So let us know in the comments below if you are going for opening day, and how excited are you, and what your number one priority land is that you are gonna hit up first or make sure that you are in that part of the park.
So you're saying Dark Universe for you?
For me, 100%.
I'm saying it's really difficult. Like, I don't know. I feel like it's Mario, but I feel like I've seen that much stuff on Mario in Japan and Hollywood. I don't know. I think it probably still is Mario, but How to Train Your Dragon.
You grew up on that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dark Universe and How to Train Your Dragon are my top two.
Yeah, I think it's Mario, then How to Train Your Dragon, then Dark Universe, then
But when we go,
We might change.
yeah, we'll come into this because this is overlapping categories now.
Aye. So coming out of Epic, is back into studios. So this is the last chance to ride Ride Rocket, which is getting demolished or
crashed and burnt to the ground.
Something's happening with it anyway. Retheme, remodel, whatever. Like something's happening
They'll
with.
replace it with something.
Yeah, but I don't know if they're just gonna do what they did with Hulk, where if you're not aware, with Hulk they replaced everything piece by piece and like just exact carbon copy of it. So I don't know if they're gonna do that.
There's rumours about the Fast and Furious drift ride that's going in. Is that Japan also?
California, I think, isn't it?
Is it?
Yeah. Which I think that's a bit of a weak IP for.
Well, if that comes, then the shit thing,
the rubbish one,
the tin can splashed with a bit of water, blasted with.
No, yeah.
Turned down for what? Sorry, I've got a deep vendetta against that ride.
But that's not even that. We're talking about the other Fast and Furious ride in the studios, which I feel like they've kind of, I'd say, learn the lesson and be like, this IP just doesn't pop off.
But the family.
Yeah, but Fast and Furious is dead. It's been dead since Han died. R.I.P.
No, it could work. A lot of people love those films. Just what they've got now in Universal Orlando is just. I've been on better carnival rides.
Yeah, it's not great.
No.
So then, I think it'd be a huge letdown almost if they replaced it. And I feel like if they were gonna put a Fast and Furious ride in, that it need to be within it, like within the other Fast and Furious ride. Don't think it makes sense to have two separate.
They're not.
Ones.
That was my point. That they're gonna shut
the other one. Yeah.
The other one.
Yeah. True. I guess if they shut that other one and they're like, oh, this ain't done good, let's shut that and redo that one. But yeah.
But I'm glad to see the backside of Ride Rocket.
I'm not so glad.
Jake loves it. I'll happily sit on the grass with a snack and try and spot him go down the hill.
But even still, it is getting irritating. Like before, when I first went on it, so how the ride works is like a 90-degree climb. And like I've spoken to people who are like, have probably just been to Universal once or whatever, and they always say, oh, have you been on that 90-degree climb ride? I'm like, yeah. And
it's traumatizing.
It is I was talking to Lou the other day, and I was saying to him like, it's probably it's scarier than Bosco's.
Oh, 100%. Purely because I do not feel safe on that ride. Not even because it's rickety. The seat on that ride, who designed that? Who? There is a gap this big at my side. And then when you go up the 90-degree angle, I slide up out of my seat.
Yeah, I slide up as well.
And hit the shoulder restraints. But the shoulder restraints are this far apart. So literally I'm skimming my shoulder. And I train delts. And I'm still falling out of that.
I train delts.
Well, I try training delts.
Yeah, so
yeah, see you later, Red Rocket.
But even for me, like I say, you go up it and like now, like back in there, you went straight up and like you slowly went over the top and it held you a little bit and then you dropped. Whereas now it like you get to here, like nearly at the top, it like chugs its way over and you can feel it latch on and
it's not even that. Awful. I swear. There was a split second when I had Fergie Glamorous blasting in my ear that we tipped back. Oh!
And so that's that. And then the last thing is I kind of put the Simpsons is like it's kind of getting to the end of its lifespan, but then Becky reminded me yesterday that like Universal lost so if you don't know, Simpsons is owned by Fox, which is now owned by Disney. So technically, Disney owns Simpsons. I think Simpsons is on Disney Plus in it now. So then, yeah, we don't know if that rides, if they're going to keep that in the theme park, or if it's going to get rethemed or not. So it's like kind of ticking down, saying that yeah, you might not be able to experience Simpsons again. But I've not been on the rides in my elder days.
No, and from what Jake tells me about it, I'm severely travel sick.
And I think it's like 95% of people get sick on that ride.
Yeah, it's just screen heavy. Screen heavy is just a screen.
Yeah, but actually, I didn't feel sick on it when I was a kid.
But I want to experience it because apparently, like the smells and stuff, like I don't know, but I'm not willing to ruin the rest of my day because I feel absolutely rancid.
Yeah.
But yeah, my point was Disney now own Marvel and the rights to Marvel, but there is still Marvel Island.
Yeah.
Certain characters you can't have at Disney that you can have in Universal and vice versa. So whether they keep Simpsons for a little bit but can't progress with other things, change things, or I don't know what contract Disney will have them under if they decide to keep it, but they probably won't. But everything's into Epic at the minute, so once Epic's done,
who knows?
There's Lost Continent.
Yeah, they've got more stuff to think about, and rather than that.
The Lost Continent. What's happening with that? So yeah, once Epic opens and it settles down a little bit in 9 years, we'll hopefully see or hear about things that are going to change in the current parks.
Yeah. Okay, so that's everything that's coming in the two major theme parks that we know of at the minute.
Yeah.
And then there's Disney D23 in, it's like August time.
I really want to go to one of those.
Yeah, I think it'd be cool.
Yeah.
So that's when we find out what more stuff comes. But there's nothing, well, it's very rare that something gets announced and then like immediately it happens at D23. I mean, some stuff has progressed pretty quickly, but most of the time it's like what they're going to do the next year. So that's in August. So yeah, we'll know more about that then. So yeah, moving on to our trips, what we have planned.
Yay.
So we have 2 trips in 2025. We have one in May, so the back end of May.
Yeah.
So we're there for Epic opening, 124 days until we're jetting off. But this time it's going to be a bit different because we're going with my parents, my sister, and my sister's boyfriend. Mm-hmm. So it'll be first time going not with...
Just us two.
Not just us two.
So we get to see other people's first times on rides. I can't wait to take your mum on Velocicoaster. I can't wait.
And like my mum, she's very much like, she was always didn't really want to do much when I was a kid, and like she was a bit of a scaredy cat. Whereas now, like she's going climbing mountains. She's like
she's
going
thriving.
Snorkeling. So, but to be fair, when we went to Orlando 10 years ago,
picture your dad sent into the group chat. His poor mum has been lowered into the sea in the Maldives.
Yeah.
But the picture looks like the guy on the boat's trying to pull your mum out of the ocean. Oh, bless her.
But yeah, when we were kids, so like 10 years ago now, or longer than that, she did actually go on all the rides. She went on Rip Ride Rocket.
That was the only reason I went on Rip Ride Rocket, because
he
told me his mum went on it, and I was like, if Donna can do it, I can do it.
So yeah, we'll get her on Velocicoaster. So that'll be interesting to see like their opinions of stuff.
Yep.
Like my dad, he's very much not into doesn't like junk food. Doesn't really associate that much with Disney.
Doesn't like gift shops.
Hates gift shops. Absolutely hates gift shops.
Death by gift shop.
So I don't even know why he's coming, but anyway.
Don't be mean.
Yeah,
we're gonna force him to enjoy it, not force him. But
he'll enjoy it.
My mission for that holiday is to convince your dad that he enjoys theme parks.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll
and that you can do theme parks as an adult
differently to just like being in gift shops, I guess.
And dragging your teenagers around a theme park.
Yeah.
Like, he's going to have a different experience this time. Still going to be hot. People are still going to be tired and aggy. But hopefully you enjoy it, Stuart.
But to be fair, my dad never gets, like, annoyed.
No,
like,
it doesn't.
Aggy or, like, people don't bother him and stuff like that. So.
And this trip, we are going to America for 14 days, but 10 days of that are going to be in Orlando, and another 4 we are flying to Nashville. So it's not like he's got 2 weeks in theme parks. So yeah, very excited to do the theme parks with someone other than just him.
So yeah, have other people's opinions.
Yeah.
But yeah, and like we said at the top of the show, is that now it's getting to the point where it's like, because we're only going for 10 days in Orlando, it's like if you wanted to do park, miss a day, park, miss a day, you're doing park, miss a day, park, miss a day, park, miss a day. I've lost count. So what, 3?
Your holiday's gone.
Yeah,
basically.
you got 7 parks and you got 10 days.
And that's not even including water parks.
Yeah, it's not including water parks. And then like if you wanted to do SeaWorld and stuff like that.
Or if you wanted to go and like go down iDrive and go do all them excursions, like you're going to have to be there for a month.
Yeah, you're looking at the point where repeat trips are needed. And like now the prices are going up.
Or you prioritise.
Oh, you got to prioritise, yeah. Or you've got to do, like, I mean, there's some time, like, if you need more advice on this, we've got a service coming that'll help you with this. But
that we did tease 9 months ago.
Just they've been going 3 months.
No, I know. I'm over exaggerating. You'll soon learn that about me. I over exaggerate so much.
Which is
just
coming
life's
this year.
got in the way. We've got full-time jobs. Some stuff's been happening personally. So we're just trying to manage everything. So hang in there.
Yeah. But that'll be coming, so we'll help you prioritise. We'll help you get everything done.
Yeah.
Which, yeah, like I said, there's ways to do it, and we'll help you do that.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next trip is in September, so this is just us two, and this will be between May and September, where it's like it's back end of May, so it'll be like 2 months.
That is like the smallest gap we've ever had between trips.
The smallest prior to this has been like 9.
9 months.
And May till January, wasn't it, the last time?
Yeah.
June, July, August, September, October, November.
So
December.
On this trip, we get kind of the best of both worlds because it's the back end of the school holidays have been and gone by that point, but all the good festivities start happening. Yeah. So there is HHN, which we 100% want to do again. There is Mickey's Not So Scary, which I 100% want to do again.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know about you.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you think is gonna come to HHN this year?
What house? So, backstory again on HHN. I mean, a lot of people listen to this know what it is, but some people not. So HHN is a separate ticketed event at Universal Studios,
which stands for Halloween Horror Nights.
Yep. So it is basically a takeover of the theme park. They do it 4 days a week.
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
5 days a week. So they shut the park after like 6 o'clock or whatever I think it is. And then they take over the parks with haunted houses,
scare zones,
and you can go and ride all the rides in there as well. So it's like it goes on till like 2 in the morning. So it's like a separate thing, which we've done a podcast on HHN. So
if you fancy doing that this year, you've got a trip coming up, and it's in, I think the first time was the very last couple of days in August, right through till November. So if you've got a trip around that point and you want to know a little bit more about it, go back in our episodes and give that a listen.
Yep.
But I think future episodes we need to have a better strategy in, because we burnt out.
We did burn out last time, and like looking at this in September,
we're gonna burn out.
We're probably gonna burn out again. But to be fair, we lost a couple of days with Milton, and so we ended up having to cram everything in together. But then also got Epic as well. Yeah,
to try fit in again.
So do you think HHN is going to be quieter this year because of Epic?
No,
I don't think.
No. But I wonder if they do something special in the Dark Universe area for Halloween.
Maybe. So what I think is going to come this year.
Yeah.
I think they're going to do Last of Us again.
Do you?
Because the next season's out this year. I was going to say Stranger Things, but is that next year?
I think that's 2026. Yeah.
So yeah, I think Last of Us will be this year.
I'd love like a Five Nights at Freddy's. I know that was rumoured for this last year, just gone, and it didn't happen. I honestly am clueless. One thing, we need to watch more horror films this year, not just the one that I managed to get him to watch last year. I really want to go see the new Nosferatu film. Apparently it's amazing.
Don't know what that is.
Dracula.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I'm into stuff like that. I think that'd be pretty cool.
Okay, then we'll go see that.
Yeah. What else? Yeah, shortest time between trips. Obviously Epic again, so we need to get another ticket. So we are annual pass holders, so we've been able to get single day passes.
Yeah. Which
you can only get if you are a pass holder.
Yeah, currently at the minute.
So we need to get another ticket for that. I think they were about 150 quid each. Which it beats having to buy a multi-day pass because originally we bought a multi-day pass thinking if it's the only way we can get a ticket, we're going to have to buy a multi-day pass when we're pass holders anyway. So like the other 2 tickets for the theme parks are almost redundant. So we just had to do that because we wanted to go to Epic on the opening day. Cause,
it's worth the sacrifice.
Yeah, when over in his lifetime are we really going to experience another park opening, I guess? Exactly.
Like no matter what, even if we don't get everything done, like we wanted to do it.
Want to be there with everyone who's also experienced it for the first time. Yeah. So that's like all those plans for his trips this year. So babe, what do you want to get out of his trips?
I want to go to the food trucks.
In Old Town, is it?
I think so. So it's just a massive, it looks like a huge car park with loads of food trucks. And there's like places you can sit and eat and try all the different food. I want to try the chamoy guys. I think it's chamoy guys. Or is that something I've been marketed on Instagram?
Because we plan to go to food trucks in September, didn't we?
Yeah, but because of the hurricane, we had to sacrifice that to fit in HHN again. That's my plan. And I noticed on the notes that you've put, Jake wants to pack lighter. I need to pack lighter.
I need to pack lighter this time. I always take way too many shorts. I've done pretty well on trainers. I've only taken like 4 pairs of trainers. And I have cycled through them all and worn them all.
Yeah. I pack way too many pairs of cycling shorts. I think I wore 2 pairs and I think I had a good 10.
And you can get away with wearing shorts like more, as long as you don't spill loads of shit down you. You can always get away with wearing.
I just like to go back, if we're going back to the hotel at Midway Point, and get changed and freshen up. And with us going to Nashville partway, like 2/3 of the way through this trip and having to pack different clothes. And yeah, I need to prioritise. I need to be one of those cute Disney girlies that lay all their outfits out before they go. But to me, like, I don't know how I'm going to feel that day. I don't know if I want to wear a tight sports suit or if I want to wear a baggy t-shirt and cycling shorts. So I like to have the option.
And his first time in May, we're only going to have a car for like 3 days, where normally we get a car. Obviously, you can leave stuff in car. So.
If I want to buy something, I go out and buy it because I don't want to wear that day or whatever. Or I run out of underwear every single time we go.
And then, what was my next point? So about a car. So this year, not in May, because I don't really want to rush in May, because obviously we're going to have other people who said I just don't want to be pulling people about.
Yeah, our needs are the priority in May. We're going for other people to enjoy it.
So in May, it's a case of, in September, I want to get to that theme park. 90 minutes, I'm saying. I said an hour last time. I said 90 minutes. 90 minutes we can get in. We got through passport control and there's suitcases in 23 minutes.
No one cares.
So if we didn't have a fuck about with Hertz, we would have been in the car. We would have been in the theme park, and I would have said at 90 minutes. I'm saying.
So what?
On the walking path at 90 minutes.
No, are you in the theme park at 90 minutes, or are you on that path at 90 minutes?
Theme park 90 minutes.
Theme park 90 minutes. If we get that, I will go on Ride Rocket.
Yes, that's a good compromise. It might not even be there.
Good.
Yeah, so that's my plan. 90 minutes to get to the park. But yeah, also on the pack lighter topic, so that'll be playing to that. I could pack light. And then
I also wanted to watch some sort of Orlando-based sport team. I'd like to go watch basketball. I'd like to watch baseball, but apparently that goes on for hours.
Yeah. And they never, like, if you're a baseball fan out there, does anyone ever hit the ball? Because every time we've watched it, no one hits the ball.
It's hard.
And yeah, no, it's hard. That's what I mean. Like,
I've played rounders before.
The pitches, are they called pitches? Yeah, aren't they? Pitches are so good.
Yeah.
And it's just like throw it ball like 100 mile an hour.
Yeah. I don't know. Like you said, Orlando doesn't have a baseball team, but I like to go watch a sport, not soccer, because...
I think I'd like to go watch a soccer game because you can drink in the stand.
You can drink in stands at home.
You can't?
Oh, no, you can't. That's how long it's... No, I've been to football games since that was put into place, but when I was a kid, you could drink in the stand.
Yeah, you can't now.
But yeah, I'd like to go watch basketball or something.
And then the last thing is that we've got, in September especially, one of my best mates is out there, so we're going to meet up with them. So that, again, it'll be the same as May. It'll be a case of we get to see other people's reactions and, like, experience it with other people.
Yeah, but this friend doesn't like roller coasters, apparently, so I'm excited to see his reaction to Guardians, because we're going to spend the day, we're going to take him drinking around the world at Epcot, get steaming, and yeah, go on Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
So Danny, I hope you're excited.
And then also we might meet up with Scotty and Kitty, who we met out there last year. Was it last year? Yeah, last year.
In September. October.
So we met them in what's the
Trader Sam's Tiki Terrace.
Trader Sam's, yeah. And because it's like so small in Trader Sam's, it's like a little tiki bar, speakeasy.
Yeah, we got put on their table and we just got chatting.
Yeah.
And then we bumped into them again at Mickey's Not So Scary, and they were incredibly dressed at, like, if anybody was there that day, they were the people dressed as Frankenstein and the Bride of Frankenstein, and they looked like theme park characters. They were just kitted airbrushed paint on them. They looked incredible, but I don't know how they were doing it in 32-degree heat.
Yeah, so Scotty messaged me and just said he's thinking of planning his trip. So if his trip aligns, then we'll probably meet with them.
Yeah.
So, but mainly September is for us to kind of do it for ourselves.
Yeah.
Since, like I say, we've May, we kind of do it for other people. For this time, we have to do it for ourselves. So the last thing is just our goals of 2025.
Yeah.
So I've put that we want to aim for 1,000 subs on YouTube and on 1,000 followers on Instagram.
Which might not seem like a lot, but it's our goal.
It's our goal, yeah. Start small, build up.
Yeah, exactly.
Snowball effect.
We're looking forward to it, seeing where this goes in 2025.
So if you've not subscribed on YouTube, please give us a subscription. Please don't try so hard. Try so hard to talk into this microphone. Yeah, and 1,000 followers on Instagram, which we just hit 300 today. So
small number, moves, yeah. But we've just begun.
And like going kind of nerdy businessy into it. Like I owned a business before, and like that business formed with like all of my friends being into it as well. Whereas
that's not happening.
With this, it's like it's completely new market, completely new like set of people that we're meeting and like interacting with and talking with, and it's like it's been such a welcoming community.
Yeah.
But it's just a bit, like I said, a bit different. Whereas before it was a case of all my friends were in it, so it's like automatically we've got like 100 people there that are all talking about it. So this time it's a bit different. So really appreciate everyone that's supported so far and helped push it. And like I say, small numbers at the minute, but 300 people from nothing is like a big
like,
thing for us.
If 300 people gave you a compliment in one day, you'd be like absolutely
that's a
gassed.
good way to put it, actually, yeah.
So if only 30 people like your photo, that's like if 30 people came up and gave you a compliment in one day.
That's a really good way to look at it.
Yeah,
actually.
I saw that on Instagram and I was like, I'm going to use that. And we just want to get back on top of... Well, I say get back on top. We've only just begun, like...
Yeah, it's hard to forget that it's easy to forget that we've only been going since back end of September, really, won't we?
Yeah, so just finding a rhythm with making the content, which will hopefully come a little bit easier when we've got a little something in the pipeline. So once that's in place, hopefully things will be a lot easier, but we'll share more about that soon.
Yeah, hopefully in next podcast, but we'll see. But yeah, like I say before, we were churning stuff out pretty quickly, and it's just like, let's say, Christmas time, not a drop off, but like just posting a bit less regular. Whereas like now, New Year, new me, back on the grind and like posting some cool stuff, and like the stuff that we posted before, like you guys loved it, so yeah. Keep going with that.
So thank you for that. But yeah, we have full-time jobs, so we do this because we enjoy it. It gives us a creative outlet. It's just fitting it around that and life's.
Yep. So yeah, like we say, we've got a surprise.
Not
hopefully.
A surprise, but it's just something cool.
Something cool.
Something cool.
Yeah. So with that said, we're going to wrap the podcast up now.
Yes, so thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for watching. We hope that if you have a trip in 2025 to Orlando, this podcast has got you a little bit giddy for that. And yeah, thank you so much. We'll see you guys later.
Bye.